not for Sherlock Holmes.
I know you've been the one killing these people, but what is your motive?
I don't kill them. I talk to them. They choose their own deaths.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, Mr. Holmes, get in the cab and I'll show you.
And why should I?
I know you well, Mr. Holmes, because I know who you are. A man who craves to unwind the unknown. You could arrest me. You could call the cops here in seconds. But then, your case would be over. And you'd never figure out how I managed to convince all those people to take their own life.
It seems you know me too well. You're ill, aren't you?
Yes. A few months ago, my water was contaminated with arsenic, which is why I now have cancer.
And you're about to die soon, aren't you?
Yes, in 2 weeks. Go.
But that's not it. Somehow, this is about your children. Your wife divorced you years ago. I know because there's a picture of your children here, but the wife is cut out of the picture. You still miss them badly. Otherwise, the photo would never be here. So, tell me, what do your children have to do with this? So, how did you convince your victim to come here? Boring.
One of these is a deadly page 14 base. The other is safe acid. But there's one catch. Whichever one you choose, I'll drink the other one. Now's your chance to show your brilliance as the world's greatest consulting chemist.
And what makes you think I'll take the poison you give me? These solutions are exactly the same. This is purely a game of chance.
Not a game of chance, Sherlock. I've played this 4 times and won 4 times. This is a game of chess. Fun game, isn't it? Now, come on, play the game. Which one will you pick?
I don't understand. Why is the victim's phone in her house?
One smells like vinegar, and the other smells like drain cleaner, but if this is what all the others were thinking, and they all died.
Oh, interesting.
You still haven't told me what your children have to do with this. This isn't about hate. This is about love, isn't it?
Sherlock.
I need money to support my children before I die, and I was hired. Each person I kill, money goes to my children.
You just check, look. Can you just confirm the middle is yellow? Can you see that? Okay, I'll give it a swirl, it disappears. It means we're close to the end point, and the end point is roughly the same as the equivalence point. Can you see the yellow in there? A swirl, it disappears. So add more.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, oh wait. End point now. Did you see that? But notice how it turned, whoa.
Oh, you went over.
Right? So your first one is always...
After Sherlock chose his solution, he sees a beaker of bromethymol blue solution, and uses a squirt of bromethymol blue indicator to see if he chose the safe solution. Bromethymol blue indicator shows that a solution is a base if it turns blue, and that a solution is an acid if it turns yellow. Unfortunately, after using indicator, Sherlock discovers that the solution he chose was the pH 14 base instead of the weak acid. So he decides to titrate the solution with an acid he sees nearby.
He neutralizes the base, turning it green, which might give him more of a chance of surviving when he drinks it.
To solve titration problems, the equation M1V1M2V2 is commonly used. This equation can be derived from the fact that molarity times volume equals the number of moles of solvent within a solution.
Here are some tips for the titration lab. Number 1. Remember that the tip of the burette is the most expensive part of it. Number 2. If your lab group is not tall enough to comfortably pour substances into the burette, you can adjust the height of the burette by having one person controlling the burette clamp and another person holding the burette with both hands. The burette will go beyond the edge of the table while the stand will be at the edge of the table. This way, you can more easily pour liquids into the burette. Number 3. Have your lab goggles on at all times during the lab, even when you are outside the classroom waiting for Mr. Bender to open the door. Number 4. Adhere strictly to lab rules. Be wise with what you place on the table. This includes not leaning on the lab tables. Number 5. If you spill acid anywhere, remember to add baking soda to neutralize it. Number 6. Remember that the numbers on the burette are backwards as opposed to the way that they are written on the graduated cylinder. Number 7. Remember to swirl as much as possible when titrating the solution. If you swirl between long periods of time, you can easily over-titrate it. Number 8. Always ask Mr. Bender if you have any questions.
You have titrated the solution then. You're not supposed to find out what the substance was. If you will not play by the rules, I have no choice but to end this game. Goodbye, Holmes. As for the solutions...
Sherlock, you idiot. Didn't your chemistry teacher ever tell you not to drink dangerous lab chemicals? You have to stay awake, alert, and aware at all times. Sherlock, are you okay?
But was I right? Were the substances drain cleaner and vinegar? Was the drain cleaner made of lye? It obviously wasn't made of sulfuric acid, H2SO4, because sulfuric acid is only in acidic drain cleaners.
I'll never tell you in a mole years.
Fine then. Who hired you?
It's a man named Molarity.